welcome to the Salmon FM, and this is a new Delhi Hope. We've arrived here in India, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm already feeling I've bitten off more than I can chew. So, as you can see from the intro, the Indian Football Federation has been pumping money into cricket for decades now, with the football team not really getting any sort of help. So the Indian Football Association approached me, and I couldn't turn it down at the time. You know, I'm jobless at the minute, so it was perfect timing for me. Um, but yeah, I'm not going to have much time to introduce myself to the players. We've only got 4 days until our first friendly in the Indian job against Afghanistan before we start some tournament football. So, looking at the schedule, what they've had before I arrived, and you can see why they potentially brought me in for. They have had abysmal qualifiers for the World Cup, and they're not really doing much in friendlies either, apart from against some of the smaller nations. They beat Kyrgyzstan. I've butchered that name. Beat Vietnam, and they beaten Lama in the Northern Mariana Islands. So a couple of wins there. Beat Bangladesh in the World Cup qualifiers, but ultimately that looks a very sorry state of affairs. We go into our first competitive game against Pakistan in the SAFF Championship Group B. So let's have a little look at them. Okay, so let's start with World Cup qualifying, and it looks like we won't be playing in the 2022 World Cup. We've already missed out on that. The country finished third in the standings total, 12 points, 7 behind Lebanon. So yeah, definitely some work to do, and yeah, hopefully we'll be there for the 2026 World Cup. Okay, so later in the year we have some Asian Nations Cup qualifying action that will start in 2021. Nice couple of games there against Uzbekistan, Malaysia, and East Timor. I'm hoping we can get a top two there, and that will be the target for the Asian Nations Cup. So we have the SAFF Championship 2020, and the FA here in India, they do want us to win that competition. So that will be the first aim in taking this Indian football team to the next level. We do take on Pakistan, as I mentioned, first. That game is on the 2nd of December. So this game against Afghanistan, it's very much a warm-up for the rest of it. I've not got time to get to know the players really. So shall we do the introductions to the players? Let's see what we're working with. Okay, so I've arranged our players by the ratings, or the average ability ratings. So yeah, we have a 5-star goalkeeper for this standard of football in Mr. Gurpreet Singh. Let's have a little nose at him now. Okay, so as you can see, Gurpreet here has got some decent attributes. Definitely a 5-star player for this sort of level. Our other 5-star player was Sunil Chetri, who is the national team captain, I do believe. I think I'll be keeping him as mine. He's a 36-year-old. He's been there, done it all. His physicals are still held up quite nicely. His mentals are great, and his technicals are still up there as well. So I don't think I'm going to have long with him, but 121 caps, that's a great experienced player to have in the team. And our third highest rated player is Sandesh Jingjan. Again, he's got okay technicals. Mentals are very good. Physicals are good. Centre half that can play as a left back and a right back may come in useful. But yeah, 41 caps, not the most experienced at 27 years old, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We can't be too choosy at this point, and hopefully we'll get a couple of decent youth intakes over the years. Okay, so here we are. I have cheered up the boys and I have given them a team talk using an interpreter, even though most of the boys do speak English, there's a couple that don't. As we start today's game against Afghanistan. And I've set the guys up in the lock, stock and a barrel tactic. I will go through that probably in the next episode. But yeah, I'm going to see how the boys take to it because I might not stick with it yet. I'm going to see how their ability is in terms of the formation itself. As we've got the ball, and yeah, we're not really playing long ball football, so they really do need to get rid of that. We are the lock, stock, and barrel is set up as a virtual tiki taka, so well, a vertical tiki taka, should I say? And we're still pumping it long. But I'll take that if we can get onto the end. Jeji, can he do something? And we have our opening goal in charge of India in the first minute 40 seconds. So, happy days. I can't complain. Great start from our lads. Okay, so here we are. We have another highlight as it's whipped into the box. And Chetri gets onto the end and it bounces clear. We are going to have ourselves a corner. Oh, it's a nice short one, and it's a poor effort in the end. A very poor effort. So next highlight here, we do have we've got the ball off a Afghan free kick as it's pumped up forward, and Jeji's going to get onto the end of it again. He squares it to Chetri, who gets a goal, and that is another goal for the veteran. Absolutely splendid. He's going to be happy with that. It's racked up another goal for him. Okay, so here we come again. We have the ball. It has been all one-way traffic in the first half hour for us, so I'm glad to see that. We are picking up a couple of yellow cards, though. I think that's purely because a few of the boys aren't the best at tackling, even though they are instructed to stand on the feet where they can, as Jeji scores, but it's disallowed for being offside. So half-time here in our first game against Afghanistan in the friendly. It's going a little bit too well. I'm very much... I don't think I'm learning enough about the lads against Afghanistan, which is kind of disappointing and still makes me a little bit nervous going into the competitive games against Pakistan. Yeah. It's filling me with a bit of confidence, which I think might be a little bit misplaced at the moment. So, yeah, I'm going to cheer up the boys and see what we can do. Okay, so I've told the boys to keep going, keep playing the way they have been. It is going well, as I did say, but it's filling me with potential self-belief, which might not go down well. Now, so what I've got here, if you are wondering what football shirt I'm wearing Tame Valley, which is a series on BOODFM's channel. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you head over to that and check it out. Boot's a good friend now, and yeah, I am the head of youth development for Tame Valley, so yeah, no reason why not to get the shirt, so I got it. As oh, we've scored again as Jeji now gets himself a second goal of the game. I am gonna say this is not a test. This has been a good training exercise. I'm going to say that. I'm going to leave it at training exercise. We are probably going to have a rude awakening against Pakistan. Again, two nations that are well known for their cricketing. Pakistan, again, aren't very much well known for their footballing abilities. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. As we have another highlight ourselves. Not long after the old Jeji second goal, and it's pumped forward. Chetri. Jeji, and that's all. It's a disallowed goal again. He'd have 4 now, Jeji. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right, so if I do have any Indian people watching and or Indian descent, and they want to correct me on the way I'm pronouncing some of these names, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so Afghanistan here have a highlight and they've pumped it forward. It's cut out by Jinjan, who has tried pumping it long and he loses out again. And here come Afghanistan again. Can they give us a late scare? As I said, it's been one-way traffic. Yeah, they've been filling us with self-belief. But they do have a chance to give us a rude awakening here. And no, as we nick it and pump it long, and we are going to come on the attack again. It's Thapa. Thapa, is it? Finds Kotal. Finds Singh. Abdul. Ooh. Okay, boys and girls. So, that is a 3-0 win on our first game in charge of India. The lads have played a new formation. They've still produced the goods. It's been one-way traffic on our end. Is it poor opposition? Is it good tactic? Is it first game luck? Time will tell. And I'll see you in the SFA. I'll see you in the SAFF Championships.